Now, anytime you pull up to the drive-thru, it starts with the automated.
Are you using the app today?
No, I'm not. I'm using my voice. I'm here. It'd be different if I was like pulling up by McDonald's and it's like, are you using the app? Yeah, actually, weird. I am. But when I'm literally speaking to the microphone, no, I'm not using the app.
It's a very big fluffy bun.
Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
Where's the beef?
At Wendy's, we serve a hamburger we modestly call a single. And Wendy's single has more beef than the Whopper or Big Mac. At Wendy's, you get more beef and less bun.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
You want something better. You're Wendy's kind of people.
Welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast, coming at you from the Slice on Oak Studios. I am Mayor Dave Badeaux, the city brainer. With me, as always, is my brother.
What's your fucking donut budget?
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Scott.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Hey, over there, it's Gabriel Johnson.
Dave, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. Gabe, did you see what's happening to my left? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the suspension has been lifted.
I barely believe it.
Well, you barely believe it. That voice you're hearing, the fivesome foursome, has returned.
Thank God you let me back in. I thought I was banned for life.
It was pretty damn close.
I know. I really felt it. I was actually pretty sad.
You know, you say that. So, first of all, Mr. Keith Larson, let's let the audience know that. But second of all, I know you were sad because people kept coming up to me and going like, Keith is really sad that he can't come on your podcast.
I had to work on a Tuesday at 2.
But here's what I kept saying. I kept saying the same fucking thing.
I think I paid a price for the past decade, and that's what it is.
Just show up. That's it.
And I got, hey, I was the first one here today. Well, you count, I guess.
Well, I appreciate it. How are you?
I'm really good. Okay. I'm really good. It's awesome to be back.
It's been so long that, I mean, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Nobody probably knows who the hell you are.
Yeah, I know.
Keith Larson, 30 seconds to explain yourself. Go.
Brainerd Lakes, born and raised, graduated with Dave and Gabe, run a small marketing agency in town, building websites, marketing of all sorts. And I was one of the original Fivesome Foursome podcast guys in my old office back in, 2014?
So
2015.
We are coming up next month, I think almost like exactly a month from right now, pretty close, to a full decade of this nonsense.
That's insane.
Yikes.
Yeah.
An intermittent decade.
I mean, we took 3
break
years
in there.
off, but we went and did things. Like, it would be one thing if we were just like, hey, let's just be lazy for a while. I was like, no, we got elected to run a city. And then we're like, hey, maybe we shouldn't say vagina and fuck all the time on the internet.
Well,
now we're back. So just for that, vagina fuck.
love it.
Are you guys ready to play a game?
Can't wait.
Let's do this. Everyone knows what time it is.
Game time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is game time. Ahoo. This week's game is Chrono Trippin. Wendy's edition. So we haven't done Chrono Trippin for a long time. I think I look back and it's been a while. Since we've done a Chrono Trippin, and I figured let's get back into it. So for those who are not aware, and also for Keith Larson who may not be aware, Chrono Trippin is a game on the podcast in which we go through a specific organization and or corporation, and we look at their history, and we pull up some important dates. In this case, Wendy's.
Love it.
However, the way that it works is we will start at the beginning and we will slowly work our way forward. So every answer will be chronologically in order, moving forward until the very last one, all bets are off, and someone will win on a question that could be any year. So before we get started, let's talk real fast. Wendy's, thoughts, aspirations, goals?
Maybe my least favorite fast food place.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought that for you. Why so?
I don't know. I just don't like their food. It's bland.
Like of all of them.
The Frosty's great.
Okay.
Frosty's great. The Baconator can fuck off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was strong.
It is 100% ripoff of the Hardee's Monster Thick Burger.
Yes, it is.
And nobody ever admits that, and that makes me mad.
Well, this is going to change the game a little bit because I would have thought that you would have been a Baconator guy. But anyways.
No, I despise the Baconator.
Okay.
Because it's a cheap knockoff.
He feels pretty strongly about this one.
It sure sounds like it. Gabe, thoughts?
Wendy's is pretty good.
Okay.
I like Wendy's. Our friend Matt used to host poker night at his house once a week.
Yep.
We'd play poker.
Right
I'd
by
leave there,
Wendy's.
right, he lives right by Wendy's.
Yep.
A few blocks away. I drive through, get a couple junior bacons for the
I
ride
was gonna
home.
say, you strike me as a junior bacon cheese. You strike me as a straight JBC.
I like both, and fries are
That's the
better.
exact same thing.
That doesn't make sense.
What's JBC stand for?
I was thinking of the Baconator. You got me crossed up. No, what I would say though, better fries than they used to have, but
Always the worst fries, though.
it takes like 45 minutes. Yes. Even if you're the only person at the window,
Yes.
you got to
They've
have
gone
45.
downhill. They've gone downhill.
I mean, that's tough.
It
Food's
is.
good.
Yeah, the last time I went there, it was exactly that experience. It was, okay, but at this point, we're paying $20 now, which is insane for fast food. And it's taking 45 minutes. I'm just going to go to the bar and go get a bar burger, which will probably be a little bit better. However, I do like Wendy's. We never had it growing up as kids. It wasn't in our wheelhouse. We ate Hardee's more than Wendy's.
Yeah.
Our mom and dad liked Hardee's, which is really weird.
Well, Hardee's had like quarter cheeseburgers for a minute there.
That was
and so
insane.
she would show up and just get like 50
87.
cheeseburgers.
Okay, we got a game to start here, but we got to talk about that for 1 second. Let's save the quarter burgers for a minute, and we'll get to this game. We'll get back to those. But I will say that Wendy's was lower on our list. Didn't really have it as kids, but I like it. I think it's good. In terms of fast food burgers. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's a fast food burger.
Yeah. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's get started here. The way we're going to do it is I'm going to list off the first event. Then we'll go around. Keith, you're going to start. You're going to give the year. Then Scott will add or subtract. Gabe will add or subtract. And we'll tell you who wins. And then we'll move on to the next item. Are we ready?
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chrono Trippin, Wendy's. The first question is very simple. What year did Wendy's open?
Ooh. 1962.
1962. Over to Scott.
69.
Over to Gabe.
Nice. 63.
63. Well, Scott, you're going to like this. It's 69.
You know quite a bit about it for a guy that hates it.
Point to Scott there. 1969, November 15th of 1969 specifically. And it's kind of a little late in the fast food game to be number 3,
Yeah.
right? I think that's interesting that
Well, they were the third.
I don't think that's the case. I think other people were getting bought up and moved around. So Wendy's doesn't strike me as one that was purchasing other things, like Hardee's purchased Sandy's. There was a Big Boy at some point. There was a bunch of little
Big Boy still exists.
Does it?
Yeah,
So-
they're out on the East Coast. That was one of the few things that I made sure to do when we drove to Ohio a couple years ago.
Okay.
I saw a sign with a Big Boy, and I was like, "You bet your ass we're going there."
I think the one I was thinking of was Burger Chef. So there used to be a thing called Burger Chef. All those ones got bought up. Wendy's doesn't feel like it's something that can buy up other things. It did own Tim Hortons for a while,
Whoa.
which is really weird. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. Question number 2 is the Frosty. In what year was the Frosty introduced to the menu at Wendy's?
76.
Says 76. Over to Gabriel Johnson.
75.
Says 75. And over to Keith Larson.
1978.
1978. The correct answer is 69.
It is 69.
Oh my God.
Right from the very beginning. I thought that was interesting because, you would have figured like a shake or something would have been on there.
Oh.
But straight Frosty right from the beginning. Created by Dave Thomas himself as well. The
I would
founder.
guess that.
You would have guessed it?
Surprise, surprise. The owner
Inventor of Wendy's.
invented the thing that's been on the menu since day one.
You got to be kidding me.
All right, when you put it that way. I actually feel kind of dumb now.
You are one pathetic loser.
Jim in the back, just making shit up. All right, who got a point there? I don't even know. Gabe got the point. Okay. You like the Frosty?
Yeah, well,
Decent.
Yeah, Frosty's
Decent.
Frosty's quite good.
I've never had a vanilla. Have you had a vanilla?
They have them.
I
now,
don't
yeah.
know.
I haven't. Yep. I don't even think. Just
I mean,
chocolate only.
the chocolate one is so minimally chocolatey flavored that it's basically just vanilla with a little bit of chocolate in it anyways.
It's essentially a swirl cone.
Yeah.
Only in a because the Frosty is a mixture of
Only
soft
pre-melted for you.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you can get it all over your cup holder right away. Perfect.
Right away. Well, the Frosty is a mix between soft serve and a shake.
Yeah.
Like it's somewhere caught in the middle there. What I love about these things is they always say like the exact temperature that they have them at. And I didn't bother to remember what that was, but I always think it's so weird. It's like, oh, that's because it's exactly such and such Fahrenheit.
You know when they
But
hand
maybe
you
not on the Frosty.
at Dairy
Probably
Queen when
not.
they hand you a Blizzard and they turn it. Yes. Yeah, don't do that with a Frosty. It's over. New slacks.
Newsflash, new slacks. All right, 1 point to Gabe, 1 point to Scott. Very interesting. One thing I found about Wendy's in my little bit of research here is that they were the creator of what they referred to as the pickup window. So fast food as we think of it now is all drive-through based, essentially. For a while, because of COVID, couldn't even go inside. A lot of these places, like there's coffee shops now, like the Caribou's of the world, are moving away from having an inside at all.
Yeah, it's free coffee. You just go to any Caribou on earth. You walk in, there's a cup sitting waiting for you.
So, but it's interesting that you think about fast food, and again, number 3, 1969 was when they started. But what year did they invent the what they refer to as the pickup window, but we'll just call it the drive-through?
Is it 1969 again?
Right from the.
I know it's not my turn.
Right from the word go. It is Gabe's first here.
69.
It is 69.
I don't think it can be that 3 times in a row here. Let's go.
Well, you can't guess it anyway.
Why not?
I don't know.
You can't. No, it's Chrono Trippin. You got to go above or below. Could have invented in 68. Who knows?
75.
75, he says. Over to Scott.
71.
71. The correct answer is 1970.
Closest without going over?
I'm going to give it to Gabe.
Yeah, I can't even buy a
fair.
bucket here. This is tough.
I'm going to give the point to Gabe. That to me is really weird, right? Like you've been open for a year, like just a year.
Yeah.
Like what if we just punch a hole in this wall?
Kind of smart, actually.
Yeah, it's like,
Let's
okay, I
make
know
this
this one
work
thing.
better.
They probably just bought an old building that had a window
Yeah,
in a
maybe.
certain spot, and people walking by.
Probably that damn Dave Thomas that figured it out.
Wouldn't you believe it?
You gotta be shitting me.
It's pretty interesting though, that because drive-throughs, we even talk about it like at the city as well. Like, there's so many people that think like drive-through is life now, right? Like they want it for everything. But like we always get somebody talking about like a drive-through for something weird, like or even like,
Walmart, Target.
Target,
They're all
yeah.
drive-through.
yeah, they all want.
It's pretty sweet, actually.
You don't have to get out, use your legs, interact with anyone.
We are the worst society. We are the worst society. But yeah, it's interesting. But one of the things that sticks out to me of at least Wendy's from when we were growing up, the salad bar. And this is back to Keith.
Yep.
So when did Wendy's introduce the salad bar? It is now gone. They no longer have the salad bar, but in the 90s specifically, and 80s as well, salad bar at Wendy's was like the thing. That was a staple of their restaurant, which is really weird to me because, again, you want to talk about people going into a fast food. Like, I don't know how I feel about going into a fast food restaurant
Going to the salad bar.
and then having just the salad bar just being there.
Right. I know your clientele.
I feel like like you threw me off there with your little 90s, 80s as well comment because I was thinking it was going to be a 90s deal, but now
I think we jumped 69, 69, 70, 92.
I'm going 1987. Go Twins.
1987.
73.
73 and over to Gabe.
Creeping up.
79.
Gabe Johnson, you are in tune with the
Oh my
Wendy's
God.
1979 on the dot.
Nice.
Boom.
Do you get an
Double
extra point for
points,
that?
yeah.
Double point?
I need to brush up on my
You
Wendy's.
better
here.
give me an extra point for the first one.
Extra point for Scott
But
for
then
the
he
first
also
one.
gets an extra point for the second one.
No, because
Can
the
I have a
second
point?
one, no. The second one, he wasn't dead on balls.
Yes, he
Clearly
was.
cannot
No, he
choose
wasn't.
the cup in front of
69?
me.
It was
Oh,
70.
it was 70. That's right.
Okay, boy.
Oh,
Okay, boys, take her down a notch. We're just talking points here. Yeah, 1979 with the salad bar. So I was thinking about that because in my head I was like, yeah, that's kind of a cool idea. Because even Pizza Hut had their salad bar, right? It was just you walked in, but at least with Pizza Hut, it's a sit down restaurant. And I know Wendy's was definitely a sit down restaurant at one point. Like they were trying to make it feel classy in there, like you're like a Perkins or something. Classy.
that was the best. We can't top that.
Well, in terms of in terms of fast food, like we're not talking fucking fine dining here.
Hey, where'd you go for Valentine's Day this year, Dave?
Perkins.
It's about as high class as a Wendy's is going to get you.
But that was was it Pizza Hut that had the salad bar that we talked about in the previous Chrono Trippin?
Yeah.
I remember their salad bar was a lot earlier than I thought because I would have thought late 80s, early 90s
Yeah.
too. But
Yeah, it's
you
interesting.
played salad in the 70s.
The malls came around and people wanted a bar. It's interesting to me though, like if you think about it right now, 2023, you can't have a salad bar. People are just walking into actual stores and just taking coats and walking out with them. Like the amount of theft that's happening right now is absurd. Can you imagine if there was just food just sitting out?
Take the whole salad
in a fast food restaurant. Like we're not
near the door. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking about like, oh, you had to, find your way back here. You had to find valet parking. Like, no,
Yeah, you'd need to have a security guard
yes,
just to guard the salad bar.
Salad Steve's here. We can
Which
light her
I'm
up.
pretty sure
love
it was a cutaway joke at Family Guy first couple seasons.
okay. All right. Yeah,
The lady's about to sneeze and he points a gun at her.
But I don't think like the Chinese buffet places have any problems with theft.
no, but again, that's
they'll-
not fast food, right?
The fastest food possible.
Yeah, you could
Sitting
grab
there.
it and then you
It's
could.
a buffet.
It's over.
True. I don't know. Quit breaking through my logic here.
What you want is already ready for you before you get there. You can't get any faster now. Just saying.
Available food.
Hot and ready.
All right, so Gabe is crushing it. Gabe 4 points, Scott 2 points, Keith. It's been a while.
I know, I'm rusty. We're going to get on the board here.
Here's an opportunity.
Thank you.
The baked potato. An interesting item. I believe probably the only fast food restaurant that has it, at least that I know of. Because I don't even think like a Chick-fil-A or anything is rocking a...
Chick-fil-A has like 3 items.
Yeah, they ain't rocking a baked potato. Raisin Cane's, they ain't rocking a baked potato. But the baked potato. Let's go. Chrono Trip. I think it's Scott, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
84.
84.
It's a good guess. 86.
87.
Oh, damn it.
The correct answer is 1983.
Oh my God.
Ooh, okay.
Putting points on the board here, Scott. Yeah, talk about it. Have you had the baked potato?
I love baked potatoes. I have never had Wendy's baked
It's
potato.
decent.
It's okay.
I mean, it's a potato.
It's microwave.
Like, you're not fucking up a potato.
No, but
unless you're
it's-
getting French fries at McDonald's.
It's a bit, okay, so
Whoa.
Yeah.
French fries at McDonald's are pretty good.
No, they're not.
Oh, no.
McDonald's French fries are the worst fries on the
the
planet.
best French
fries.
They're the worst fries on the planet.
I gotta
They
go
are
with Gabe on that.
always soggy and soft and limp.
hot cancel on Scott right now.
Oh, but we winning the game though.
No, I'm not. Gabe's in front.
All right.
My child gets McDonald's all the time.
Well, that's a problem. But continue.
It is a problem. I agree. Don't even get me started.
Okay. Because it's the mother then. Because the same on my end. Callie is getting these kids McDonald's far more often than anyone should get anyone McDonald's.
McDonald's and Little Caesars is my daughter's entire.
I like Little Caesars.
That's okay.
And the $5.
Your daughter eats pizza from a different pizza shop?
I mean, she eats pizza at our place too, but you can only eat the same pizza so many times. Every time McDonald's shows up, I go for a French fry. And
Okay.
every single time, I'm disappointed.
Have you ever had a fresh, like the well-made? Yeah, the soggy one sucks. But if you get the real deal, if you ask for a special order and then they gotta make you a fresh one, they're pretty good.
McDonald's fries are the best fries for their first 5 minutes of existence.
Sure.
After
Minute
that-
and a half,
Yeah.
90 seconds.
90 seconds.
90
Yeah.
seconds.
Everything you eat
You have
there
to
is
eat them
really
straight out of the fryer.
It's really
You have to
good.
Take them and throw them into your face from the fryer basket.
to dunk your head in the fryer.
Salt them first, please. I'm right there with you, but I've learned anytime I have McDonald's, I just go after the fries right away, and so I don't usually have that problem. Right? I'm not waiting. You get the fries, you eat those quick, and I like to dip the McDonald's fries in the sweet and sour sauce. That's my go-to move. I like that move. But Wendy's has the worst fries. So I like that they have the baked potato because their fries are terrible, and they keep changing them. They're one of those. They're like Burger King.
Yeah.
Who changes their fries more, Burger King or Wendy's?
Wendy's.
Wendy's is always changing their fries.
Yeah. Every
Wendy's-
3 years, Wendy's does something.
Wendy's
different
current
with their
fries are like day-old baked potatoes sliced up.
Pretty much.
So the problem I have with their baked potato is it's like microwaved, and so the skin gets like shriveled and like I don't know. There's
Soggy and limp like a McDonald's French fry.
I would rather it was a little more soggy and limp, but they're good. I don't dislike it. Every once in a while, you drive your kid through the drive-through, and you're like, I want to pretend I'm eating healthy, and then you get a baked potato, and they're like, oh, you want to throw some nacho cheese? And I was like, why wouldn't I throw nacho cheese on there?
Like bacon?
Bacon? Yeah. Why wouldn't we do that?
Sour cream?
Hold on. Is this
Coming right up.
Is this going to take 3 hours now? Because I don't have 3 hours. Pretty good though. 1983, and of course it was because they wanted to introduce something that appeared healthy. So
whole potato.
Was that their logic? Did they put that in the notes? We wanted to appear healthy.
no, I think they said it was healthy. But if you remember anything from the 80s, everything they told you was healthy was just a bad idea. It's like, hey, here's
Eat a pound of starch.
yeah. It's either
Sunny delight.
either aspartame or pure sugar.
Right.
All right, moving on to one of my favorite things from Wendy's. Where's the beef? Gabe, it is you. When did the Where's the Beef campaign start? Or when?
That little old lady's probably dead now, huh?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I didn't look that up, but for sure.
Probably.
I can't imagine she's going strong.
87.
87, he says.
Go Twins.
1989.
1989, he says.
Damn it. I was going to say 88, but now I'm going to have to say 90.
1990. The correct answer is 1984.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, early.
They were looking for the beef well earlier.
Early. I found that interesting. I think that goes to Gabe, correct?
Looking for the beef.
Did they find it? I don't know.
How many questions do we have left? I don't
know.
want to get shut out on my comeback here.
Well,
Don't call it a comeback.
yeah, you get
I don't think I can.
you get an opportunity. Huge campaign. 30% increase in market share because of that campaign. Yeah.
Holy.
Or maybe, it might not have been market share. Maybe it was 30% increase in sales. Maybe that's what it was. That sounds
even
realistic. Still, 30% increase on anything.
It was a solid diss track. We still remember it 40 years later.
It was 1984. We were 2 years old, right? So that campaign went on for a very long time. And it still sticks around in people's memory. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that lady's dead. Her name is Clara Peller, I believe.
It was.
Yeah, I was going to say, name was.
Was. Rest in peace. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe
She could have been terrible.
well, she's probably haunting Wendy's. Like, why don't you take away the salad bar?
I remember driving through St. Cloud a couple of years back, and there's a giant billboard for McDonald's, and all it said was 100% beef.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how is that your advertisement?
Yeah.
That your burgers are made of beef?
Because
Because that's when they were getting in trouble with the pink slimes.
Yes. Yep. And that was the Taco Bell thing. Taco Bell was doing the protein sawdust.
I don't know. All that made me think though is
So
you're lying.
Right.
Like,
they
that's
are. Yeah, it's a lie.
suspicious. It's suspicious that you have to put a huge billboard just to say our burgers are made with cows.
Yeah. I not only that, but it is
100% cows.
Yeah.
This isn't only 80% cows.
It's a declaration that, Hey, that's what you were eating before.
Right.
Yeah, last
right.
week.
So what you're
not so
telling me
much.
is that before it wasn't 100% beef. Now you're finally. Oh, well then I'll come eat at your restaurant.
Yeah.
Since you're on the up and up.
Well, we all know that it's like the lowest quality beef you can get your hands on. So you saying it's 100%, and then it's still just being nothing but shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It still tastes delicious.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's just the skin between their toes.
100%.
100% beef.
Oh my
I
god.
never thought about that. Toe beef. Gross. That's definitely gross.
On the beef.
Toe beef.
There it is.
Toe beef or not toe beef? Oh, gross.
Gabe, you have 5 points if I'm correct. Scott, you have 3.
I know what I have.
Keith, the big old goose egg. I thought you'd be a Wendy's guy. I thought you'd be in tune. You seem like a guy that Frosty's.
In the last 7 questions, I jumped to the 80s, a little like late 80s, and I'm thinking 90s.
Okay.
Gotta brush up.
I hope so.
Gotta brush up.
I hope so. 'Cause I'm a little worried about you.
Yeah, me too.
And you go away for a while. You come back. You don't have a good showing. Bad showing. Horrible showing.
Oh, let me see if I can hit a grand slam here.
I mean, fuck, we gave you like a year to go sit on the sidelines and figure some shit out.
Yeah, I've been at Wendy's waiting for my burger the whole time.
I'm waiting for the waiting for the curve to hit here. All right, so let's move on. So we had the 1984 commercials, and then Dave Thomas himself starts being in the commercials.
Hell yeah.
So the question is, at what year did Dave Thomas himself start being in the commercials?
Is it
Keith,
me?
I think it's Keith.
It still feels like it was. I'm gonna go 89.
It says 89.
89.
88.
88.
1987, go Twins.
Yeah,
Seven go
if you
Twins.
just guess below me, you're in the mix. That's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the suspension has been
Hey.
lifted.
Yeah.
1989 on the
Okay.
dot.
That's a
double.
Double points to Keith.
I'm on the board. Thank God.
So obviously you guys remember the Dave Thomas commercials because that's all it was, which is a weird pivot, right? I don't know if it was the next campaign. I'm assuming it wasn't, but it had to have been pretty close because the Where's the Beef went on forever. But you get Dave Thomas in there. And that's a weird move, right? Like, hey, the old timer that started this, like he's going to tell you how great it is.
He was leveling with you.
I don't know. Was he?
Yeah, well, they don't
Is that what it
cut
was?
corners. They cut square patties. He's holding the spatula. Yeah, you believe him?
Is that an actual commercial? We don't cut corners.
I think so.
I gotta find it.
That's a little slogan.
I got a square patty. It says it on the building.
Fucking genius. It's like literally square patties and they don't cut corners. How do I not know this?
I don't. You looked up everything about the company before we got here. I don't know.
Except for cool shit they said.
I think it says it on the building at our Wendy's in Brainerd. I think.
Really? Oh, that's crazy. I love it. Yeah, an interesting move though, right? Like, because he
Yeah,
became
after 20 years.
yeah.
20 years. Then you're like, you know what?
He's gonna get.
I'm putting my face out there.
Yeah, we're gonna go with this guy. Yeah, like KFC. KFC had the Colonel from
Right.
like day one.
Right.
You're like, hey, this Colonel's been doing something right for a while. We're gonna get involved in this as well. It just seems really weird to me. I guess maybe you had the old lady, and you're like, hey, people love old people. We got an old guy. We got an old guy right
We
here.
already got one of those.
I'm
He's
old.
literally holding a spatula in the back. Fucker made the Frosty.
Yeah, it turns out it was his idea to put him in the commercial.
The Culver's guy does that too, and he's old,
Yeah,
but he's not Dave Thomas. Sorry, bud.
No, but it's Culver's.
the Culver's one
Decent.
is it the guy that
Culver's is the best.
Yep.
Culver's is the best fast food burger.
crinkle fry? I'm not a crinkle fry guy.
I said burger.
Okay, burger.
You don't like
Double
you don't like a
double
crinkle
deluxe?
fry?
No, crinkle fry.
Oh, crinkle fries are great.
Yeah, they're always soggy. Always soggy.
No, upgraded
yeah,
the
but you
curd.
love
We're having
McDonald's.
a fry battle today. I like this.
Now, you get me a good crispy crinkle fry, we're in. Never happens. The percentage of good crispy crinkle fries is 5%. 5%. Always soggy.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dredging it through
I
like
feel bad for you.
dredging it through like a freaking gummy worm or something. I'm trying to pick up some ketchup. That's why they gotta have the ridges. So you can like pick it up.
No,
and
so you go
drag it
straight
through.
down.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible.
Stops
Just
at the ketchup.
curls itself over. Culver's guy, is that one of the original?
I have no
founders?
idea.
'Cause
That's
I don't
news
know.
to me.
Because whenever
don't
I
know.
see the commercial with the Culver's people, it always feels to me like a couple generations down. And you can't do
Yeah.
that. You can't go a couple generations
Yeah, it's
down.
a family place.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't know.
He
I'm
looks
only,
like he's
I'm only
65
picturing
or something.
the
I'm guessing.
cranberry commercials.
Oh,
the
the-
people standing in the cranberry pond.
Is that ocean spray?
I think so.
It is.
What
Nice
does that
one.
have to do with anything?
I don't know. That's all I can picture.
I'm just-
I think Culver's, like, are they wearing overalls?
But they're standing out by corn, and there's like 7 of them.
I'm thinking-
Everything's delicious.
I'm thinking about Pringles. It doesn't have to do with anying.
We're talking about the commercial.
I
I'm saying the only thing that I can think
saw a
of.
commercial
Once
one
you
time.
pop, you can't stop.
Like, was that the commercial that reminds me of this other commercial?
He's pretty close, actually.
Thanks, Keith. I appreciate you.
He's in the ballpark. He's in the ballpark.
That's what I was thinking one time. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but Captain Planet, good show. Good show.
Great show.
What do you guys think about it? Fucking Christ. All right, moving on. Weird commercials went for that. Those went forever. I think that was right up to the time he died, and that's not one of the dates. Should be.
When
But,
did he die?
Yeah, he actually died in 2002, which seems early. I was surprised by that. I would.
I would have thought like 2011
He
or
must have
something.
been doing like a hologram Dave Thomas or something, and you know.
Yeah, because it really feels like he was in the commercials a lot longer than
Yeah,
that.
it does. Because that's 20 years ago, 22 years ago.
Yeah, but
So-
a 13-year run
Yeah,
as a spokesman
Yeah.
for our entire childhood.
True.
We're
Yeah, he
younger.
got us through high school.
Yeah.
That's-
True.
And then he was done.
true. Yeah. Yeah, I think you kind of you hamstrung yourself a little bit though, going old person. Like you weren't hip, which I feel like Wendy's should have been hip.
Their mascot's a ginger.
No,
Yeah, but
they're,
it should've
they're
been-
old-fashioned cheeseburgers.
It's true. It does say old. It does say old right there in the right there in the title. All right.
I love Scott.
All right, let's go. Let's move ourselves on to the spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
So this is one of the first items I remember from Wendy's that like stuck out.
Yep.
Aside from the Frisco sandwiches, they had a thing called the Frisco sandwiches, which they were terrible. They're terrible. It was supposed to be like a little market fresh type sandwich, but it's just awful. They're terrible. Failed miserably because turns out people want burgers at your burger place. But the spicy chicken sandwich, this is way ahead of the game in terms of like now we've got, you know, in the what was it, like 2019 or 2020 when the big chicken wars started happening. So Wendy's was way ahead of the game on both getting after that chicken, but then also the spicy. Nobody else was doing the spicy chicken sandwich. Okay. Over to Scott.
94.
Yeah, man,
This is
that's what I was going
94.
to say. It's a good guess. I'm going to go 95.
95, he says. Over to Keith.
Oh, I got a shot here. 1996.
Says 1996.
It's 2, isn't it?
Just based off of the simple addition. Keith Larson is back in this
right.
game.
No.
Another double
Yes.
pointer.
Oh, no.
1996.
I'm in last place.
96.
Unreal.
That's also, again, crazy. 1996 with the spicy chicken.
Which
I don't remember
which
it
was
from
like,
then. I don't.
Put some pepper in the breading.
Yeah.
The black pepper.
It definitely was a black pepper.
In the last 5 years, the spicy chicken game at all fast food places has significantly stepped up.
Yeah, except for I'm not a Nashville hot chicken. I think Nashville hot chicken is dog shit because all it is cayenne pepper. There's no flavor.
Cayenne pepper and a little bit of brown
It's
sugar.
just
Yeah,
hot.
Yeah, it's just hot. There's no flavor. So I'm a vinegar guy. So I like a Frank's Red Hot,
Buffalo.
a Buffalo. I like, and actually, Buffalo is good when it's actual Buffalo. When it's like Frank's Red Hot and butter, because dude, butter does not get enough praise in that game.
No.
Right? People are like, oh, it's Frank. No. You dipped your chicken in
It's
butter.
butter and salt.
Yeah, you dipped your chicken in butter for fuck's sake, and then you're like, hey, throw some hots on there. But the Nashville chicken, I'm not into. But yeah, some of these other places,
I
though,
like it.
It's
I mean, it doesn't. It's just hot.
It's just
though.
hot. There's no
You know,
flavor.
It's fried chicken.
Yeah.
but it's just really spicy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not changing so much the flavor.
no, I
of
want
your
the
chicken.
flavor. I want the flavor.
Yeah, I want the flavor of the chicken.
Oh, you do. Okay, that's
I
why
want
you
whatever
like it.
Chick-fil-A does.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're spicy chickens. Are good.
Okay.
I actually had the Nashville hot chicken at Hardee's in town here.
Okay.
And it is acceptable.
Well, I think that I think that's the other thing about the Nashville though is that it's too hard to gauge because typically cayenne pepper is very fine. So the likelihood that you have consistently seasoned my chicken the same every time is probably pretty low. So without the flavor, you're just shooting for the moon, whatever freaking amount of hotness we got.
It's cayenne and hot oil.
Yeah.
So take the oil out of the frying
It's weird.
vessel.
I don't get it.
It is weird.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But I enjoy it. But for other...
acceptable.
It's acceptable.
Not exceptional.
The Hardee's version,
acceptable.
Totally acceptable. I would get it again.
Hardee's?
Yeah, Hardee's.
Okay.
Except I went there at 9:45 one time, and they told me they were out of chicken. So the next time I went there at 9:12, and they told me they were out of chicken. So I said, just out of curiosity, when do you guys usually run out of chicken?
Yeah.
And he said, about 9 o'clock.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, so this is a procedural thing.
Yeah.
You didn't run out of chicken.
We're done
You just don't
cooking.
want to make any chicken, which is fine.
Chicken's off the menu.
Okay, I accept that as an answer. Don't lie to me, though.
Well, at least-
Just say you don't want to do it. No, that'll make a mess. I don't feel like it.
Fair enough.
At least start with the automated message because now anytime you pull up to the drive-thru,
yeah.
it starts with the automated.
Are you using the app today?
No, I'm not. I'm using my voice.
Yeah.
I'm here. It'd be different if I was like pulling up by McDonald's and it's like, are you using the app? Yeah, actually, fucking weird. I am. But when I'm literally speaking to the microphone, no, I'm not using the app.
And I'm never going to be, ever.
I'm using the microphone.
But other
start with
places around for their spicy chicken, it's mainly in the sauce.
Yeah.
So the sauce
Yeah.
that they're putting, their spicy mayo, whatever
I like,
it is.
that's the way I like it.
That's what they're putting on there, and that has
Yeah.
really stepped up. Really stepped up. Where if you isolate that, and you're like, God damn, that's hot.
Yeah. It's interesting because mayo is phenomenal. Let's not kid ourselves. And when you start to get around people that are in the kitchen yourself, you realize that it's all mayo. Turns out it's all mayo.
It's either mayo or butter.
Yeah, turns out every sauce you've ever had is just mayo.
No, it's an aioli.
Aioli. Newsflash for anyone that didn't know. Aioli means mayo. That's what it means.
100%.
Yeah. Well, so I used to bartend at a Mexican restaurant that had a little bar in it called Pancho and Lefty's. Their Southwest sour cream is fucking mayo.
Okay,
It's
well
like, that's not even sour cream.
No, that can't be. That can't be.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
You say that. Anyway, spicy chicken sandwich, 1996. Interesting little ordeal there because, that's the first item I really remember. Then they did the spicy chicken nuggets, and that was a big hit for them as well. Just an interesting thing. It was the first time, at least for myself, as someone that didn't consume a lot of Wendy's, it was the first time I was like, oh, yeah, it's not just an old dude and another old lady. It's spicy.
Yeah. They're hip.
And do you know how they advertised the spicy chicken? They had a farmer-looking dude, like a trucker, and it's too hot for him. But right next to him is an old lady telling him he's a pussy.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's Wendy's for you right there.
Very spicy.
Wimp. It's perfect.
All right, moving forward from 1996, Keith talked about it a little bit ago. The vanilla Frosty.
Oh, God.
Boy.
How far do we jump to get to the vanilla Frosty?
I'm afraid because I thought that was like new.
I thought that was super recent.
I know. Like 2 years ago.
I think they kind of recycle themselves a little bit because they've had multiple flavors of Frosties now. The strawberry just came out. Evidently, they were doing a peppermint one for a little bit.
Gross.
Throw it out. Does sound awful. Yeah. But let's go vanilla Frosty.
Is it on me?
It is on you.
No, it's on.
Oh, sorry. It's on.
no, it's
anyone could have said that. And I would have said
whoever
yes.
said, is it my turn? Yeah.
Just go.
That's what you have to do every time from now on. If you want the first guess, just say, it's my turn, right? Yes.
Yeah, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
I'm going to say 2000.
It says 2000. Keith.
2006.
2006.
Man. 2001.
Oh, God.
The correct answer is 2006.
Holy shit.
to take the lead. Is that 3 in a row?
3 deuces in a row. Biggest shot in the dark. I thought Scott was right. I thought it was going to be 0-1.
So I have these on here, and Keith is sitting next to me.
I'm really trying not to look.
There is potential.
Weird. I'm weird. You can get a single one, then all of a sudden, bing, bang, boom.
So
I'm not looking.
What I've done is I've changed the color of the font of the answer to be 1 notch up from white. I can hardly read it.
Yeah, I'm not looking at you on purpose.
No,
You agree with the font selection?
I haven't looked. I can see it perfectly.
I will admit there's been a couple of times here where you guys say the answer and then I have to like kind of squint a little bit.
I'm not
to
looking
see
at it.
if it is correct. So I'm actually not concerned that you are or are not looking at it.
Well, I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to
this
get
side of the table.
But
I'm
I
going to
will-
get Scott some McDonald's fries.
But I will say that you did go from no points to all points.
Pure luck. I'm not looking.
Yeah, 2006. I am right there with you. I liked that one. I almost took it off, but 2006 seems like that's like just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's when I graduated. You'd
Yeah.
think I would remember that.
Yeah.
If I went to Wendy's ever.
That's exactly what I would think.
All right. This one, and I believe Keith is going first here, correct? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So Keith is going first on this one, and we're bringing it around here.
Okay.
The Baconator. Probably one of the items they are most known for.
For sure.
Scott says, get it out of here, hot trash. You are correct. And there have been multiple versions of the Hardee's Monster Thick Burger. Originally just called the Monster Burger.
Yep.
At one point, that came on like a hoagie. Like it had like a long bun, and the patties were like you tipped them over like dominoes.
I don't remember that.
I'm pretty sure.
I think that's fake.
That sounds like fake news.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna find it right here, and if I didn't, fuck off. But yeah, the Baconator, one of their most popular items. Keith, what year?
Wow,
was the
it's tricky.
Baconator?
I'm going 2014. 10 years ago.
Oof, wow. Okay.
2009.
It's 2009. Over to Gabe.
2011.
2011. The correct answer is 2007.
Oh God.
Just a one
That was a while ago.
move here.
Is that all tied up then now? Or no, am I still one back?
You are 1 back, which puts Gabe
Pressure's
and Scott versus each other to see
The two guys who can't see the screen.
the two guys who can't see,
It's one notch above white.
that can't see the screen. The nice thing about the next one is it ain't gonna matter. This one here, Gabe versus Scott. This is Son of Baconator.
I'm nervous.
It's Son of Baconator.
It wasn't even Baconator Jr.?
It's a fucking
They're known
sandwich.
for their juniors.
It's a fucking sandwich that you called Son of Baconator. You have to order that by saying Son of Baconator.
Not
please.
even son of the Baconator?
No, just
son of Baconator.
Son of Baconator.
Just slam your fist down. Son of Baconator. Like fucking Thor.
Son of Baconator. It's a fucking sandwich. It's a fucking sandwich. It's not a roller coaster. It's a fucking sandwich.
It should be a roller coaster, though.
Well,
really.
yeah, there was a beast and a son of beast. That was an actual thing. The Son of Baconator. Gabe, you have the most points, so you get to go first or last, whichever one you prefer.
What was the last year? I'll go first.
2007 is the Baconator.
Okay. Son of Baconator would be 2010.
2010. Scott
2011.
says 2011. Gabe, you had all the points. You have lost. It is it is 2012.
Oh my God.
2012. So first of all,
Fuck off with your square burgers anyway.
Cut a corner once in a while.
Son of Baconator, like the junior I get, right? Like I get that. It's weird, but it's like, oh, it's a smaller version. Son is like, that's a person. That's a thing. It isn't a fucking sandwich.
That's weird.
Yeah. So anyways, Keith, you have the most fucking points.
I have no clue how that happened.
So
no idea.
So you get the option here
Okay.
of either going first which means you have all the dates that you can choose from because this is of any date. There is no
Oh,
order
God.
here.
Here we go.
Or you can go second and say higher or lower than what Scott will choose. You get to make that choice.
I'll let Scott go first.
Scott will go first. The item from the menu is chili.
Oh, that's a pretty good zinger question, I got to tell you.
Great finishing question. When did they introduce chili?
Oh, boy. 87, go Twins.
Oh, God, what a guess. What a guess.
You guys are going to make me make like a Twins logo that pops up. I'm going to have to.
Oh, this is tough now, though.
That is a great answer as well. I was so happy with this one because I was like, okay, that could be anything. When the hell would you have introduced chili?
I have a hunch it was 1990, so I'm going to go higher than Scott, and that's where I'm going to get beat.
So you're saying 1988.
Yes.
Okay.
It's got to be around the potato, right?
That's what I thought.
Got to be right around the potato.
You would think. However, the correct answer is 1969.
That's awesome.
Right from the fucking word go, Dave
For a
Thomas.
burger joint, serving chili.
But they'd never had a hot dog.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
So
Take old burgers, chop them up, make them into chili.
And it is
That was solid. That was pretty solid.
And it is for that exact reason. He put it on the menu because food waste. Why would we waste these burgers that are at the end of the day or whatever we got going? We're just simply going to make a chili out of it. And
Dave Thomas had it figured out.
And they've been doing it ever since.
And that's why it's always fresh, never frozen. Because they can just toss it in the chili.
Yeah, toss it right in the chili. Yeah. I didn't look to see how long the chili can hang out. I don't know. I don't know what's the time frame on the chili.
So I guess would you freeze the chili? But then you're freezing your burgers. But
Yeah, but you didn't say never frozen chili.
right, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, you do say never frozen beef. So now
But only in your burgers.
I do like, well, it never says that. I do like that.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds like they're cutting a corner if they're freezing the chili.
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
Chili freezes very well.
It is the one weird thing about the chili, though, is that every once in a while you get a corner. You're straight up getting a corner.
Or a
90-degree angle.
Band-Aid.
All right. Scotty Pizza, you are the winner.
Yes,
go
go
ahead
figure.
and say something to your fans.
Hello and congratulations.
Oh, there it is. Hello and congratulations has been had. That was fun.
That turned out to be a pretty good battle.
I think what's interesting about that and why I wanted to do Wendy's, we could have done Burger King. Burger King is kind of like Taco Bell. They got a lot of weird stuff. You know, they're always doing some kind of ball of goo that jizzes on your face. You know,
I didn't order that one.
Well, it didn't stick around for long.
What website are you ordering from?
Ruined a couple dresses. It was the end.
You'll be using the app today, Dave.
Stop. Oh God. Okay, I had a couple things I was going to say, and then I decided not
boy.
to. I'm gonna bring it back.
Back it up.
But the interesting thing about Wendy's is it's just there's something solid about it, right? There's just a weird trajectory from the start to the finish that even though there's a couple ups and downs, like the spicy chicken, just Wendy's to me seems very standard. Like they know what they're doing, they do it. It's a little fucking off center, you know, it's a little askew, but they're the number 3 fast food restaurant, which is still crazy to me.
Yeah.
It surprises me. It takes them a half hour to make a burger.
Right.
Is it Burger King too?
Burger King is number 2, yeah. And that's just based off of quantity, right? That has to be.
Definitely not quality.
No.
Dude, and no offense to Burger King, because I actually do like the flavor of Burger King. Whatever their fake charbroil bullshit is, I like that. I think that flavor is interesting. But I went there for the first time in a really long time. And I asked for a side of like a stacker sauce or something. They had some sauce. I was like, well, what is that? And like, oh, it's whatever. And it's probably burger sauce, you know? So I go, hey, can I get a side of that? In the bag comes a little plastic cup, which was, oh, that's nice, you know? And they clearly had just scraped it with a spatula and then just, you know, popped it on there. So it's just stuck to the side of the thing at an angle. And then it's got the crusty bits on there.
Yeah.
It's got the fucking crusty bits on
the
there.
top.
Oh, you took it from the top.
No, that container had sat open on the counter for the last hour and a half.
So I didn't eat that. Still got the bits. So I didn't even eat the thing that was like that. I'm not consuming that. Still got that. So that was my last Burger King experience, and I don't know if I'll be back.
Burger King is the one place I will go.
I loved it.
And just like for like $1, whatever they are now.
Sure.
$2,
Rodeo
$2 cheeseburger.
Yeah, now they're $47, but okay.
Yeah. But as far as like, like a McDouble at McDonald's.
Yeah, terrible. And all those are $3.
JBC's okay, but Burger King's my go-to for just a quick cheap burger.
So if you're talking about it, Burger King started the 99-cent double cheeseburger. And that was Scott's life for most of your childhood, was the double cheeseburger from Burger King. It's good. I like the flavor. There's a little extra mustard in there too. I like it. The pickle's very strong. I like that.
Solid pickle.
Yeah,
really good pickle.
Yeah, very good pickle. But yeah, there's just something off about Burger King. And I love it. I love the Whopper. It's great. It's delicious. However, let's talk about Hardee's real quick.
Okay.
Because so if you're in our region, it's Hardee's. I think everyone pretty much knows that now. There's Hardee's and there's Carl's Jr. We're a Hardee's.
Which is a terrible name.
It's
I don't
it's
get
like
it.
Ruth's Chris.
Yeah.
Carl's
Steakhouse.
Jr.
Who owns this place? What's going on here?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. What?
Carl's Jr.
Yeah, it's son of Baconator.
Yeah.
Only the name of your place. No, where do you want to go? I want to go to. No, I don't want to go to Carl's. Do you want to go to his son's? No, I want to go to Junior. Carl Jr. Anyways, but we're Hardee's people. I think so. Our parents were big into Hardee's. I think that's because the Hardee's in Brainerd was originally by the high school. So I think they just grew up and that's where you went. I think it was just right there. So we ate a lot of Hardee's as kids. And you mentioned it earlier. They ran a campaign at one point where on certain days you could get 25-cent hamburgers. Not cheeseburgers, hamburgers. And we had 4 kids, plus 2 parents. That's 6 people, if you do the math. Do the math on it.
Yeah.
There it is. Done.
Yep. And our
One of those kids was a giant.
Our brother Rick, we've talked about this. Still don't know what happened. Head injury of some kind. Had to have been.
Pituitary.
had to have been. He was 6 foot tall in 6th grade. He was a fucking giant. It was literally, so I was 3 years younger than him. So I'm in 3rd grade and you met, like, all of a sudden, like, you're hanging out with your brother. He's a little taller than you. And all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck happened? What happened? The kids were climbing on him. And I was climbing on him. He's a jungle gym. So 25-cent hamburger night. Oh, mom was getting 2 sacks of burgers.
Oh, yeah.
Literally 2 sacks of burgers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 25 burgers.
Can you even believe that happened? Like, what's the thing? Like, our mom would just roll up. They'd be like, okay, yeah.
She'd roll up, smoke coming out the window. I'm 15 cheeseburgers.
Mom didn't smoke.
No. You remember that commercial?
Yeah.
The anti-weed commercial?
Oh,
I
God.
need 15 cheeseburgers. And they run over the girl on the bike.
I forgot about it running. The weed commercials were fucking out of hand. Drug commercials were out of hand in the 80s and 90s. But yeah, it's just crazy that happened. Our mom went through Hardee's on a regular basis. I'm surprised they didn't know her by name. Like, oh, it's the 2-bag lady again.
Yeah, that's probably why they're still in business, because there's nobody ever there.
No.
For 30 years, we've been driving past that place, and I've never seen a car there once.
Me neither.
They've got a
Only in the
parking
morning.
lot, too.
I've seen a person go through the drive-thru in the morning. I think maybe one time.
Yeah, they should be leaning into the olds. Like,
Oh yeah. The 80-year-old
Nice
people
and
getting
quiet.
breakfast and coffee.
Peaceful and quiet.
It's so quiet. There are only 2 things I think about when I think about Hardee's. I think about my mom getting 2 sacks of fucking hamburgers, and then the Mellow Yellow car from Days of Thunder.
Oh, nice.
Other thing
Good call.
Only other thing I remember, because they had a little thing. Actually, they did the California Raisins as well, but they had a little campaign where they gave away little Mellow Yellow cars. Those are the only 2 things.
Was good too. Raisins was good.
California Raisins was a good one,
I think.
Good one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been hanging around so far, we probably should have mentioned it at the beginning of the episode, but it is Name of the Year. So Name of the Year is come to the penultimate.
Final 4.
We're almost there. This is the final 4. For those of you who are not aware, Name of the Year is every single year we go back and we take names that came up in the real news, real names, and we take those names and we put them into a bracket, and we have head-to-head versions of who will be better, this or that. They move themselves forward. as is done in tournament fashion this time of year. March Madness, if you will. And we're at the Final Four. Voting has concluded.
Yes.
Scott?
Okay. In the first matchup, we have Dr. Marijuana Pepsi Van Dyke versus Jizz Hornkamp.
So Keith, you were just getting introduced to some of these names.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
What I saw on the list next to me, I mean, it's going to be tough to beat Jizz Hornkamp. I'll tell you that right now.
So what do we got, Scott?
With 59.4% of the vote.
Okay.
Jizz Hornkamp is your winner.
There it is.
Oh, Jizz. Moving on. I think that's the correct choice. I appreciate it. So again, we start this, we get the ball rolling, and then it's all online voting. So I think we had over 200 and some votes this time around on these ones, which is
not bad.
Yeah, and it typically goes a little bit more. This next one will have probably another 25% on that. It's pretty decent for people just actually clicking on a link to vote on things. It's pretty crazy. I will say this, that this is the first year we've put it as a poll on various different social media things, and YouTube does a really easy job of having polls. And YouTube is a Wild West. Wild West. They will choose complete opposite of everything else, and it's crazy.
They nearly ruined the Final Four.
They got really
tried
close.
their damnedest.
They got
to fuck this up.
because most certainly on the next one they were wildly in the opposite camp. So what is our matchup going to be? Jizz Hornkamp versus
the winner of A Million Bugs versus Dick Cox.
Dick Cox. And I will say this, for listeners of the podcast and viewers of the podcast as well, Dick Cox actually lost to Dick Coffey. However, Dick Coffey was null and void because he had passed away many years ago. So we could not continue him for it.
Little tidbit of news there.
Tidbit of news. However,
Rest in peace, Dick Coffey.
if YouTube had its way, who would have won?
YouTube overwhelmingly voted for Dick Cox over $1 million. They also overwhelmingly voted for marijuana Pepsi.
Yes.
Which I think has something to do with the age bracket of people on YouTube.
I think we're finding that the people that answered
Dick Cox.
the people that answered specifically our question of marijuana or dicks liked both.
Take both, please. Who wants $1 million?
All right, so the winner of $1 million versus Dick.
They probably didn't even realize they were names. It was just offering. Which one do you want?
They thought they were
$1 million or Dick Cox?
Thought they were clicking on thumbnails to go to the next video.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny.
So the winner of this, of course, is
with 50.2% of the vote.
Are you fucking kidding me?
113 votes to 112
Oh my
votes.
God.
Oh wow.
One vote. $1 million.
That is amazing. Oh man, over what is that? Like 125 votes? Is that what that is? 125 votes.
225.
225. Excuse me. 225, and we ended up one vote away.
That's
One
awesome.
vote away.
think-
Which may or may not have been broken because Gabe had to click on one to see the results on YouTube.
It was tied.
You couldn't see the results without clicking on one.
I had to vote to click see results, and I may have voted for $1 million. I don't.
Well, either way, Keith.
Either way, it would have been a tie, and we would have had
$1 million
the right to choose.
would have been my pick if I had a tiebreaker. I mean, that's
Yeah, it's all legit.
Yeah, I think from this group, the answer was $1 million. And Dick Cox is great. Don't get me wrong, but we've had so many Dick names, and it's lower on the list. Dick Coffey was really good, but we've had tons. Taco was another one. We did not have a single taco this year, which is crazy to me.
There was a kid in my class whose last name was Cox, and I've never confirmed this, but it was the rumor. I went to school with him from elementary school through high school, and the rumor was that his mom's name was Anita.
no.
It was never denied.
Yeah, but if you're him, I think you stop answering that question somewhere around third grade.
Yes.
Yeah, clearly.
Poor kid.
That's fantastic. So yeah, we've got the final matchup, Jizz Hornkamp versus A Million Bugs. And
Jizz versus Bugs.
Jizz versus Bugs. The Jizzy Bugs. It's probably the way that this should have went down. However, I will say, like, that's the fun thing about throwing it out there to the public is we know who we would pick, right? But what does that matter? You know, I think in the end of things, this should be the people's champion.
And the people should vote for A Million Bugs.
Yeah. Yes.
Gabe is heavy in the A Million Bugs category. I'm sure.
I don't know. A Million Bugs is really funny.
It is.
I mean,
But your fucking name is Jizz.
Yeah, you named it.
And it's not like G-Y-Z-Z-E or something.
And
it's
then-
J-I-Z-Z.
And it's not his nickname, or that's his name.
I don't know, Dave.
Oh God, I don't know.
That is his birthday.
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Say it confidently, Dan.
God, if we got this far with
Sorry, I brought it up.
if we got this far and it's not, you named your kid Jizz. I mean, even if it is a nickname, how do you get the nickname Jizz?
Yeah, and why do you go with it? You're like, nah, put that on the playing
I
cards.
could think of many ways to get the nickname. But one way, really. One way.
Well, see you later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your task is to go ahead and select the winner of Jizz Hornkamp versus A Million Bugs. You can do so by going on any of our social medias, and you'll find a link through them. Very easy to do on YouTube, as we said. Very easy to do by clicking through Facebook. There is a Google form that allows you to pick right through there. So it's super, super easy. Go ahead and get your votes in, and we'll figure out who the winner of this year's, the 2024 Name of the Year is. And then, why don't you go ahead and start shooting us names as well? So we might as well just get started with next year and just start making our stockpile. We may go back to a larger tournament again next year, depending. The problem we have with going with a really big bracket is that it then takes so long to get through it. However, it is kind of fun when you've got some really interesting matchups coming through as well. So if you've got an opportunity, go ahead and place your vote for those. And then, like I said, just shoot some stuff back over to us. I think that's it. I think we're going to wrap this baby up. You guys good to go?
Word.
Okay.
Loved it. Loved it.
Thank you to the Boutros.
Yes.
Thank you to Gabriel Johnson.
Thanks, Dave.
And thank you to Keith Larson.
Hey, you know, I'm glad I stepped in and actually played in the game there, made it a little bit more fun. Tons of laughs. I hope I can come back soon. Yeah, A Million Bugs.
Yeah, I think if you just show up, that's the thing, right? And we don't make it difficult for you, right?
No, I mean, I do have an office in this building.
We say, hey,
It does around
You are
the corner.
at work right now.
yeah. We say, Keith, would you like to come on sometime? And then we set things up well in advance. It's not like we set it up like for tomorrow.
No,
And then
the way we did it this time worked real great. So,
and then here's the part that, and I might be a stickler for this, but here's the part. You have to fucking show up.
yeah, that's almost the most important part of the whole thing. I get it.
All
More
right.
important than
We
committing.
could talk about it, and then we have to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yes.
I'll be here. That was really fun. I laughed.
When will
hard.
you be here, Keith? I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
I haven't been invited back yet.
Yeah, but let me get through the editing process here, because I also think maybe I'm going to listen to this dude fucking grunt a bunch, and we're just going to cancel him anyways. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that. Just super fast, next week we will be back into Be Kind Rewind. So pop culture, news, sports, video games, television, anything pop culture will be next week for the year 2000. So that'll be super exciting. And then the following week is the movies of the year 2000 as well. So if you've got a movie or if you've got some kind of event or anything that happened in the year 2000, hot ticket coming through. PlayStation 2 was released in the year 2000. So that'll be a fun one. There was also, I think, probably some bombings.
There's some good news.
Yeah, there was some bombings.
Probably some bombings. There's some good news.
Sean Combs did not release an album in 2000.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to talk about that.
You know, that happened.
What?
P. Diddy on the run. And with that, we're done.
We bear your sins and die to be seen. Jesus, just show
So you want to talk about falling into walls drunk or something?
Yeah.
instead?
So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this super fast. So before we got started, we were talking about Scott.
We were talking about shoveling.
We were talking about shoveling, and well, how do we get to it? Let's figure out how do we get to it.
I don't know.
Well, we were talking about. I had mentioned that every time I shovel now, because I'm over 40, I think about the idea that a lot of men die
Oh, bad knees.
shoveling.
Bad
Yeah.
knees.
So then Scott said he had bad
I
knees.
I shoveled outside the restaurant and came in and realized that I need new knees.
Yes.
Because my knees hurt.
And I said, why the hell do you have bad knees?
And I said because I used to drink a lot and fall down the stairs.
So that brings me to a story. It is Christmas Eve, probably a decade ago.
Magical time.
My dad is getting married. We are all staying at a bed and breakfast somewhere
Classy.
in the woods somewhere.
Perkins.
So we are all in this barn that has been converted into this nice little wedding thingy.
Oh, trendy.
Very trendy, especially at the time. Very trendy. Head of the game. And we all get drunk. We all go to bed. And all of a sudden,
Everybody but me
Yes.
has a bedroom
I don't remember.
Oh,
to
that's
sleep in.
not
I don't
a
remember
Christmas
where,
miracle.
Yeah, I don't remember where your bedroom was. Where were you supposed to sleep?
I was sleeping on this tiny ass little couch at the top of the stairs. Like directly at the top of the stairs.
So all the lights are off.
It's pitch black.
It's pitch black. Everyone has went to bed but is not sleeping yet. And all of a sudden there is the loudest bang I've ever heard in my life. And I much like the Christmas story, throw open the door to see what's a clatter. and Scott Badeaux has walked off the stairs.
Yeah.
He did not fall down the stairs.
I didn't like slip. I didn't slip down the stairs.
He fell.
I thought I had another 2 steps until I got to the stairs. So I wasn't even like reaching out with my foot for the stairs yet. I was walking. I was just walking.
He fucking Wile E. Coyote'd
Yeah.
off the fucking stairs and through the wall.
Yeah. Like I don't even think I'm not even convinced that I even really hit more than one stair.
Oh no, you didn't.
I just went straight
How far?
into the wall. I think it was
20 feet.
It was a turnaround.
Oh,
So
my God.
it was probably 7 steps.
Oh, it was
and
a
then
go-
turned around another 7 to the
It was more. It was
and
more
I
than that.
flew head first into the fucking wall.
These were not OSHA approved stairs. This was like a ladder.
This was a barn.
Scott.
Oh my God.
Scott says he may have hit another step. There was only one noise. When someone falls down the stairs, there is a. This was a wham.
Just
Just one thud, and then so that happens. We all go back to bed. And then we had to get up in the morning, and because it was a bed and breakfast, we had to go eat breakfast with these people having just fucking put a hole in their $1 million fucking barn.
sheetrock.
Because Scott
I want to patch it up a little bit.
fucking Wile E. Coyote off the stairs. It happens.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a bad time.